Good morning, everybody. Gonna get my friends on Instagram. My voice is a little toast. So I'm gonna work on that. So let's see. All right, my coffee. All right. We're going to do a little SHOT Show recap. So if we can see if we can't get a SHOT Show recap, head over to podcast. We're going to give a bunch of stuff away. What's up, what's up, what's up? Going to do a SHOT Show recap. I'm putting in the notes here. Let me just get this in. All right. Here we go. What's up, Frank? What's up, guys? So, trying to pin this. Pin. All right. So, invite as many folks into the live as you want. We're going to go over a lot of things. We're going to go over SHOT Show. We're going to go over a bunch of different stuff. I'm going to have my coffee. It's still lukewarm. So, for those of you that didn't make it to SHOT Show, you're not missing much. I'll be honest. I'm a little under the weather. Obviously, I got the SHOT Show AIDS. It's never a trip you come back from and you feel 100. You're just drained. You're always on your feet. I think I walked 30 miles, according to my Apple Watch, over the couple of days. You can leave one, boom. Just head over to it. It's going to look like this when you go over to it. I'll give you a quick look. Boom. But if you invite people in and get people to do it, I'm just launching it. It's backed by popular demand. I had a lot of folks reach out to me about bringing it back in some way, shape, or form. What's up, Frank? Bringing it back in one shape or form. I'm going to go over everything today, Frank. I'm going to give you a lot of updates. So, going to kind of get into it a little bit. So let's start. Let's first start with SHOT Show and everything else. I'm going to be giving a ton of stuff away. I'm giving away a Spark AR Red Dot. I'm going to give away 2 razors today, and I'm going to give away a couple of handguns. So, invite people in. I'm not going to give any of that stuff away until we get about 20, 30 people in here. It's early. Get some people in. So, SHOT Show. If you didn't make it, like I said, guys, you didn't miss much. It's not that glamorous. It's a week of visiting and seeing a lot of vendors, a lot of dealers, a lot of different distributors, folks that, we all work with throughout the year, but we don't get an opportunity to spend a lot of time with in Vegas. Everybody who knows me knows one of my big gripes with SHOT Show is there are a lot of people that don't really work in the industry. And before I go there, I'm live right now on YouTube as well, and I'm asking everybody to go leave reviews on the new podcast, John Bartolo show on iTunes. So please go leave 5-star review. I need a few of them. I need to get that kind of built up. And head over to my YouTube and please like and subscribe. So, and invite people into this live because I'm going to be going over everything from start to finish. So SHOT Show is a super, and I'm giving a ton of stuff away today. Ton of stuff. I'm going to give away a Spark AR. So I'm going to be refreshing these reviews here to see who leaves them. And I'm looking for reviews on the YouTube too. So head over to Vortex. If you head over to Vortex, thank them. Tell them I sent you. Thank them for all this stuff. Appreciate it. We're going to give this stuff away. So SHOT Show is... one of the gripes that I always have with it is that it's a lot of people that don't really work in the business. And They kind of come and they walk around and they bullshit, and it causes a lot of congestion in the work. So it's fun. It has its moments. I could do it for about a day and leave. But I wish everybody well that went. I hope they had a great experience. It was fun to see a lot of friends, a lot of folks. Many of the brands I work with, it gets tough because I'm running around so much. I know there were certain people I didn't get to see, and that's always hard. That's super hard. So I want to thank everybody. So with that being said, some of the best stuff I saw at SHOT Show. Yeah, that's true, Frank. Some of the best stuff I saw at SHOT Show, I got to take a really close look at the Canic pistol for the first time. Tony and I went over to the booth, and we spent some time at Century Arms with those folks, and it was really a good experience. I got to actually handle one of the Canics, have some of the guys that were on the development team of that product spend some time with us. I thought that was really cool, and it was really exciting to kind of spend a little time with that product. They're selling. They're very reasonably priced, and they're selling. So they do a real good job with that. So hats off to Canic and the development team there. Definitely enjoyed seeing a lot of the growth in the optics market. I had a chance to spend a little time with a friend of mine, Brady over at Right On. It's nice to see that stuff. It's nice to see guys coming into the marketplace and making some waves and doing some stuff different. I'm excited for him. I'm excited for that brand. I want to thank especially all the guys that showed us great hospitality over at Taurus. I got to tell you, Taurus, I'm not shilling for them. I'm going to tell you right now, they're coming out with some pretty slick stuff. Their 22 is a really cool pistol. They're definitely doing something right over there. They're getting it right. And look for them to be making a lot of waves in the future. So, excuse me, because I have the SHOT Show aids. I have these Razor red dots, and I have these Spark ARs. I want to get rid of these quick. Head over to my iTunes podcast, The John Bartolo Show, and please go leave a review and a 5-star review on that. Head over to my YouTube, like and subscribe. If you head over to my YouTube and like and subscribe, and then do me a favor, head over to Vortex and thank them for doing it. I'm going to be checking when I feel like we have enough comments under Vortex, so you're going to have to invite people in. So make sure you invite people in. I want to thank the sponsors of the show, Kenzie's Optics. Head over to Kenzie's Optics. They do an awesome job. They're a great, great website. I love what they're doing over there. They're doing a fantastic job. Kenzie's Optics. Head over to Vortex. The guys at Vortex have always been supportive. I'm going to get to that, Frank. It's a good question. And head over to Taurus and thank Taurus. What's my take on Chinese optics? I saw a lot, many claiming lifetime transferable warranties. Here's my thing, Frank, with optics. A lot of the Chinese ones, they're actually Japanese. But if you're specifically asking about Chinese, because there's really a lot of Japanese ones in the market that people are saying are Chinese, but they're really Japanese. Japanese glass is good glass. Many of your camera lenses come from Japan. Don't knock it. The other thing to consider is what you're using the optic for. There are a lot of good optics out there, reasonably priced, that come from whether it's China, whether it's Japan, whether it's finished in the U.S. You have to see what fits your budget. Now, do I want to see people go out and buy $25 Chinese knockoff table optics and pass them off as good? No, of course not. But I'd much rather have a really good optic than a really good rifle. Now, investing in good optics is always going to be a challenge because a lot of people don't necessarily understand the value in a good optic. They don't get it, per se. So it takes time, it takes understanding to put money into optics. And it's kind of like, when people put money into cars and they put it into areas they can't see. They put a lot on the outside, but nothing on the inside. So, optics are a wise investment. Do I think you can buy something good from anywhere in the world? Yeah, I do. You just have to do your research and you have to do your digging. I run Vortexes on some stuff, and there was a time in the industry, Frank, when people mocked Vortex. They said, oh, no, that's not that good of an optic. It was where they were going. Now, nobody laughs at those optics. I don't know a soul that laughs at a Vortex optic. They do a fantastic job over there. And I think you're going to see something similar go down with Ride-On. I think over time, I think you're going to see where they're going is in the right direction. Let me tell you something. That Brady over there, the CEO, he's going to get it right. He's going to get it right. It's going to take a little time, but he's going to get it right. He's definitely a guy who has the experience. He has the wherewithal. He understands the market, and he's going to get it. So to all you guys heading over to my page and heading over to Vortex, thanking them for this stuff, head over to Kenzie's Optics. Head over to Kenzie's Optics and give them the thank you. Now back to SHOT Show. So a few things about SHOT Show I want to get into. I just want to turn down the radio. Picking up some back feed, not radio. I had the TV on for Pro Bowl on today, not the Super Bowl. So a few things I want to get into about SHOT Show, changes, things coming up. I am going to be rebooting the podcast. In some way, shape, or form, but I need your help. I need all your help. So whether you screenshot this, share it with your friends, send people over to support it. I am working on the website and everything else for it. Many companies came to me and asked me, "What's up, BB?" One of my favorite people. So I'm live on YouTube right now. I'm asking everybody to go over to YouTube, like, subscribe, and review. My personal YouTube. I'm asking everyone to go to iTunes and go to the John Bartolo Show and follow and give a 5-star review. I am going to reboot the podcast in some way, shape, or form. It's going to be slightly different. It's going to be a slightly different format, and a lot of companies came to me and said, we want to support it. We thought it was fantastic. How do we get you back on the microphone? There are going to be some variances and some changes and some things I'm going to do, but I'm excited nonetheless to be kind of rebooting this and bringing this out. So with all that being said, you will have the podcast. We're going to give away a Spark AR today, and we're going to give two razors. So I need everybody to go leave 5-star review on the John Bartolo Show on iTunes, and I need everyone to like and subscribe to the YouTube, and I need everybody to thank Vortex and thank Kenzie's Optics for making it happen. We might give away a couple of guns while we're here, but I need you to invite people into the live so that we can do it. So, seeing as BB's in the room, going to go over SHOT Show a little bit more. So I really liked the Canic pistol. As I said, I got my first chance to really get hands on it and get eyes on it. I really did enjoy seeing some of the innovation in those different optics markets. That was exciting. The third takeaway I had from SHOT Show was it was a down year. I don't think anybody will argue it was a down year. It was a slow year at SHOT. Not as much foot traffic, not as many people on the floor, kind of just a slower year. I mean, it wasn't as busy. I don't think that's reflective of people purchasing, buying, anything like that. I just think it was a slow year. Things will pick up. Things will get better. Of course, we're in an election year, so give it time. Be patient. I think SHOT Show's overrated. Maybe some people are gravitating more towards NRA, and that's a given. I know Tim from Military Arms Channel, he's not a SHOT Show guy. I know a lot of guys that they don't go to SHOT Show. So, I'm going to keep, I have to go. I don't have a choice, so I'm a little jaded. But, definitely a down year was the third takeaway. My fourth takeaway from SHOT Show in general was the vibe was very subdued. What's up, Rad's Arms? The vibe was very subdued. It was very quiet. Low key, not a lot going on. Finally, I would say my fifth kind of takeaway from SHOT is just, I really would like to see more people focused on doing business. I think that there's a huge changeover coming in the business. I've seen it in many of the meetings I had. I'm going to be careful how I place my words here. What's up, Rad? So, and maybe Rad saw this, maybe BB. I'm starting to see a lot of the older companies start to understand the changeover in media and how media is presented. and they're starting to understand it. And it's only a matter of time. So as they begin to understand, I sat through a meeting with a very high-level company with all of their directors, I guess all the senior people, and a very large company, and they get it. They're starting to get it. And they're wanting to adopt new media avenues and understand it. I was blessed this year that I was in a lot of those meetings. Some of them are getting it, some of them aren't. What's this say? Business is not a popularity contest. That's the issue. Yeah, boom. There's a lot of popularity. I think people think popularity equates sales. That's not the case. I never wanted to be in a popularity contest. I think many people do. I don't understand. I don't get that. To me, that's not a sales approach. But that's me. I would suggest more companies look for more clean advertising, clean marketing. I don't get the popularity push. I see that in some brands, and it's a recipe for disaster. They think, oh, well, I'll be the most popular brand, and that'll equate sales. It doesn't. But you see that in some booths, too. And that's how they structure their booths. The booths that structure themselves for business are actually doing business. I actually had a very notable company ask me, why I worked with one particular brand. I said, there's a reason they're on the second level and they're a $300 million company and you're not. You have to understand that. And that wasn't a knock. It was just a fact. So, sometimes I don't think people set themselves up for success. They get in that popularity contest mode where they want to win, a popularity contest, but it's not meant to be that. What it should really be is more about setting your week up for success. Lots of influencer stuff is dying off, no return on investment. Rads, you're right, but I think they'll always, this is the thing. And, we know each other a little bit, so I'm going to speak the language, but there's always going to be influencers in every sport, in every genre, and everything. I think that some people get into these arguments and it's like the haves and the have-nots. And I see like a lot of the meme pages down the influencers and everything like that. I'm not an influencer. I'm a marketing consultant. A lot of the work I do in business consultant, a lot of the work I do involves some influencing work. But I understand that stuff all has a shelf life. I think there'll always be influencers, but I think they're going to start to dissipate a little bit as people bring more and more of the media in-house. I think bringing the media in-house in the building is the most important thing. And it's got to be clean media. I think too many people are interested in doing this, like, they want to be outrageous. They want to do the most outrageous thing they can. Or they want to be like a secret agency. And everyone has their shtick. And that's always going to be the case. But there is a distinct difference when you are downstairs and when you are upstairs. And I noticed the huge disparity between the downstairs companies, Rads, and the upstairs one, and how they carry themselves, how they market themselves, how they approach themselves. Okay? There is a reason you see downstairs a little bit like a gong show. You see companies that, they got any random chicks they can get, they got this, they have that. And then you go upstairs and you have really pillars of the community, the Julie Galoubs, the great folks, and everything's structured. Everything's a meeting. There's structure. Downstairs is just a gong show. Every booth is like one big party, and that's how they approach the game. So I think you're seeing that changeover. I think it does change over when you go up that escalator. It just takes time. It's just going to take time for those bottom level. I don't think there's a company on the second floor that engages in the influence and popularity are two separate things. But I think that's also, when you start out, you're doing anything you can to get air cover. You're doing anything you can to get eyes on your brand. But after a while, you have to transition. And this was one of the talks I would have at length with some of the companies I worked with. I was like, look, it's time to let that go. It's time to let it go. And when you start to bring your media in-house and your message in-house and you walk and talk and approach yourself, approach things the right way. I mean, too many people want to play in the mud, and I don't get it. I don't understand it. But that was my take on SHOT Show. So all in all, a good year, a really good year. I got to see a lot of friends. It was nice to see Chris B, Elio, Tony, of course, all the guys, hang out, walk around. I had multiple meetings, very, very successful meetings, awesome time. I can't thank everybody enough for taking the time. A lot of people I didn't get to see. I apologize for that. But I want to get into giving some of this stuff away. So I have this Spark AR. We'll start with that. I want to see who's commenting on Vortex and Kenzie's. Let's take a look. Let's get some comments. Who's leaving reviews? Let's see. Okay. Stuff going. All right. If you guys don't mind, head over to Kenzie's Optics. They just put up an aim point TLR post 2 days ago. T1. Head over to this post on Kenzie's and leave a comment, and I'll pick a winner. I'll pick a winner right now. Thanks for stopping by, Tops. Ben, of course, always. Tops and I have a long-standing relationship. Maybe I'll give away some knives, but I want to get to giving some of this stuff away. But I have an awesome time hanging out with those guys. That was one booth I had a blast at. I had fun with the Hazard 4 guys. One of my guys broke a toe there. And I am working with some exciting brands. I'm excited to be working with them. Super stoked about some of the opportunities I have in front of me and some of the things that are going to be kind of fleshing out. So it's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's been definitely a wild winter break, but I think that the industry is going in the right direction. I was super upset. Some people didn't make it out to SHOT, like I was saying, and I didn't get to run into some people. But I think all in all, the industry is going through this little bit of a transition as we go into an election year. And I do agree 100% with what you said, Boom, about and BB, I'd like to get your take on this, about the popularity contest versus actually doing business. Because I go by your booth, BB, and it's all business. The Grey Ghost Precision booth was all business. Oh, of course, BB, we're gonna give away a few things today. As soon as everyone starts sharing this and I start seeing some of the reviews come through, we're gonna give away a ton of stuff. I want to see your thoughts, BB, on BB, you want to go live with me? I want to see your thoughts on kind of what you thought. I want to see, some people, their take on what they saw out there in terms of the popularity versus doing business. And I think that those are two distinct differences. I saw a lot of booths having a lot of really good parties. Don't think they were doing any business. That's just my take. And walking around. And I think that if they're going to have success in the coming year, I think that that's going to be something that they have to take a hard look at. And it's not going to be easy. So let's see. Let's see if we can get BB on here. So we're going to go live on Instagram with BB from Grey Ghost Precision. Hey! What's going on?
Good, just, in the gym.
I hear you. So give me your take real quick on what you thought versus booths doing business and booths just bullshitting around and throwing a big party.
So I did notice what you said with the different level of the booth, if you're in the top or the bottom. We were actually on the bottom because of register.
Right.
We co-branded a booth upstairs, and the company we co-branded with, no longer exists. So when you register for SHOT Show, you have to put your name on it. And that was the first time we ever had to put our name on a booth. So they made us start on the bottom. But as you know, we do all our businesses up in the suite upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, like you said, a lot of the bottom booths, it's like a flea market that you can't sell anything but hope
Right. That's a good way to put it, actually. That's perfect.
There was a couple tables downstairs that just had like one guy sitting there with a product on it, no banners, no, marketing, and he's just trying to sell his idea to someone else.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I mixed this, I want to sell it to a company.
That's just yeah. Those are just wasted opportunity booths. A lot of the booths downstairs, I noticed, they go one or two ways. Either they do a great job of creating structure in their booth where they're actually trying to accomplish something, and then some of them are just throwing a big party. And it goes one of two ways, B. It's either you're trying to hit a home run and here's the key question everybody asks, and I'm trying to give everybody who's watching insight into how we look at SHOT Show. Every company is trying to make SHOT Show a profitable venture. We as employees of companies try to leave with one or two good ideas that can help our company, but at the same time leave with one or two sales that can move the company forward and continue to progress. You don't go in there with these lofty expectations. It's getting awareness, one, but getting awareness in the right way, and also developing your brand so that you can look at different opportunities in hopes that they move your brand forward. I think some booths, Boom brought up a great point, like it's a popularity contest. And it is in some ways, but I think you grow out of that as you transition to like where you guys are at. And I get the logistics of it, of being able to have a booth upstairs versus downstairs. There's a logistical component, but it's how you carry yourself and how you begin to structure yourself. How many of those booths downstairs had structured meetings where they were actually moving their businesses forward?
Not around our little area.
No, it's a small percentage. It's a very small percentage. Whereas you go upstairs and it's all business. I mean, SIG, people wonder why SIG's Hour is the pinnacle and why everybody follows and chases SIG. You have to go to a kiosk to check in when you go to the booth, and they say, who are you here to meet? And the entire booth is meeting rooms. The entire booth.
Somebody I want to give a shout out to that I never saw. Did you swing by Victo's?
No.
Victo's, because they didn't have a booth where everyone did, they actually got authorized to have a booth on the second floor on the outside. So when you were walking from one area to another, that's where they had their booth. And I've never seen anyone, I didn't know they were allowed to put a booth there.
I noticed that with Gators. I noticed that with Gators by the front door. And I noticed that with another company. Global Ordnance had a similar one up top by the deal there, going into that big room, that bend up top. When you come out of the escalator, go left, go right. So, I mean, I'll let you get back to your workout, but I want to ask you, what was your biggest takeaway from SHOT Show this year? What was the biggest thing you kind of took away?
So, like you brought up earlier, I figured there wouldn't be anything really big out until the election year. I didn't think anything, super innovative was going to launch than 2019 SHOT. I think 2019 SHOT for a lot of people was branding, keeping traction, making sure people still realize they're relevant. I don't think it was the year to launch new products. Everybody was just trying to keep workflow, keep dealers happy, keep distributors happy. That was my take on it.
Yeah, I thought overall a slow year, a steady year. I think a lot of people passed on it, taking the pilgrimage that really didn't have business to do, which was refreshing, which was good. There was a lot of people kind of getting back to business. Attendance was definitely down. No question about it. There's no doubt about that. I think you'll see a little bit of an uptick in. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I know. I think I think at NRA you'll definitely see a little bit of an uptick as we start to know who the candidates are in the election. You're going to see people kind of get a little more fired up. But I also think it's getting really expensive to go to Vegas and do that trip, and I think a lot of people are passing on it. I mean, it's funny because in the fitness world, we've seen shows die. They've literally died in the fitness world. Like, shows are down big time. And if that's a gauge of where the firearms world's going to go, then eventually, I mean, we've seen the death of magazines. We've seen the death of print. I think you could see shows begin to slow down as an avenue because it's so easy to do business. I mean, you and I can talk right now like this, and I could be at your place in an hour flight. It's just, I think you'll see these two trade shows. I thought Carry Guard is one too many. I think you'll still see some smaller shows still flourish in that Northwest corridor like Trigger Con because they kind of they need something there because that market's so slow. But I think, there is a distinct difference between how the brands, for the most part, downstairs conduct themselves and the brands upstairs. And I think that disparity was so glaring this year overall to me, more so than ever. Just walking by, and I know some of the booths in the different areas where it was just kind of any way they could get people to look at them, anything they can do. And I get it. It's a good strategy. I'm not mocking the strategy. It's just, they wonder why they can't get business, close business, develop business. It's the strategy that you use at those shows. So it's great to see you in the gym. You don't have SHOT Show AIDS.
Yeah. I went to the gym last night and just sat in the sauna, drain everything out, and then today just trying to get back on lift weights, brother.
Yeah. I'm going to get with you. Like I said, I had, you and I talked about this. I had a huge outpouring to bring this back in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to be doing some of these. We're going to do some giveaways, some stuff. So I look forward to having Grey Ghost, and Tack Taylor and you guys involved in some of it. So we'll do more of that. And have a good workout, man. Thanks for the input.
Anything you need, brother.
Yeah, I'll give you a shout. Peace. So there's BB. BB is one of the best guys you'll meet in this business. And if he says it, it's true. So I'm going to take a look. Go ahead, leave 5-star review on my YouTube. Go on my podcast, The John Bartolo Show. Head over there. Let's see what's going on at Kenzie's. Let's see some stuff. And let's give some of this stuff away. So we got a comment from Boom, from you, Boom. Let me see. Smitty's on there. Frank Smith. What's up, Frank? Let's go. All right. I'm going to go ahead and for the Spark AR, I'm picking Boom. Boom, you're winning this. I'm going to ship this out to you. Boom, do me a favor. Make sure you like and subscribe on YouTube. DM me your address. I think I might have it. I'm not sure. DM me your address and I'm going to ship that out to you. Boom wins the Spark AR. Are you in here? Smitty's Beard Sauce, one of the guys I ran into at the show. So I'm going to close the door on SHOT Show with this and get into the future and some things going forward. One other thing to note about SHOT Show. One more thing I'm going to bring up. SHOT Show is an absolute great experience, but if you've experienced it once, you've seen it all. It's not something you need to go every year to, especially if you're not in the business. A lot of people know my thoughts on that stuff, and they know my take. You don't have to go every year. You don't have to feel the pressure of, I got to go to SHOT Show, I got to get there. It's SHOT Show, It's not that big of a deal, guys. So really fun, good experience, great to go once, great to see some of the folks in the industry. There's a lot of good people in the industry. It can be a great time, but you don't have to go nuts. So Boom wins the Spark AR. Thank you to Kenzie's. Thank you to Vortex. Please thank them. I'm going to write on this right now that this is going out to Boom. Good win. How many have left reviews? You got the flu, Smitty? I'm sorry about that. I'm a little under the weather, but not flu-ridden. Not flu-ridden. Now, going forward, as far as me, a lot of people have asked, kind of what my next steps are, what I'm going to be doing. I'm working with some fantastic brands. I'm working with some great brands. I'm super excited to be working with them. I can't thank everybody enough for being patient. It's hard for me to do these lives and do these podcasts all the time. I wanted to go to SHOT and kind of gauge what involvement folks wanted. So, guys, head over to Kenzie's. Head over to Vortex. Ooh, that's not good. Cellulitis, huh? Yikes. Head over to Kenzie's. Head over to Vortex. Please thank them. And we're going to give away a razor. Please thank them. I'm going to pick another winner. So invite people into the live. Do me a favor, guys. Invite as many folks as you can into the live. I'll probably give away a handgun at some point, and the more bodies we get in here, the more I can give away. So please send out as much as you can. Now, as far as projects and things in the works, obviously, as I said, there'll be Smitty. There'll be a lot of stuff. Smitty, just go on to my podcast and leave a 5-star review, and go on to YouTube and like and subscribe, and then comment under Kenzie's and under Vortex. Thank them. So, as far as going forward goes in different projects and things I'd like to see, I'm really excited to be fortunate enough to have my hand in so many things. I think one of the giant misconceptions with the firearms industry and with people who don't really understand what this is all about, and the awareness piece, and what's going on. It's all about working with synergy and working with different brands and creating as much homogenous love as you can between the brands. And that's what I feel has always been lacking. I laughed because I posted it in my story 2 days ago. I was panned 2 or 3 years ago for bringing fitness personalities into the firearms industry. And fitness personalities were coming into the firearms industry. And now you see guys like Cameron Haynes. You see guys like Cody Montgomery involved with Brownells. You see folks in the boots. You see Jay Cutler, who happens to own a company in the firearms business as well. A lot of people don't know that. And it's just amazing to be seeing that stuff. And, you know, I just think a lot of people now are starting to understand that it's about growing this thing, and it's about building something. You know, it's just about building something, and you have to have that wherewithal to be inclusive. You know, I mean, people are so quick to be like, you have to be this, or you have to be that, or you have to fit this mold, or you have to fit that mold. I am just a big believer in being as inclusive as humanly possible. I will be open and loving and caring to anyone until they attempt to screw me or I see otherwise. But I think you got to be inclusive. Yeah, Ray Cashcare in the house. Ray was I had the honestly, it was a blessing to bump into Ray a couple times this year. I know in the past we've played tag. It was great to see Ray. And Ray was bouncing around a little bit at the show, so I was fortunate enough to bump into Ray a little bit. He's got a lot of really cool stuff going on. One of my favorite people in the business. He's supporting a great brand and Right On. I love what they're doing over there. I love the people they're getting involved with, and it was great to see Ray. There's no doubt about it. And I know he just popped his head in here, but Ray Cashcare is phenomenal. So I'm going to give away this Vortex Razor Red Dot. Head over and leave reviews. Let's see if I can't see some of them. Dave, I'm gonna have to block you. I like you, Dave, but this isn't. I don't care about that stuff. I don't. So this isn't that kind of show. You're just too angry, pal. So if you're gonna chime in with that stuff, I'm gonna give you one more chance. If you're gonna chime in with that stuff, bro, I'm gonna block you. I mean, come on, I'm over it. Yeah. So, I give you a chance, Dave, but I can't do it. So, that's between you and other people. I don't care. I truthfully don't care. So, yeah, I mean, I thought it was an awesome time to see you, Ray, and it was great to be to be around such positive energy and such beautiful energy. So, Dave, I'm not involved. I'm all set. I'm all set. Thank you, but no thanks. So, don't take it personal. I don't do drama. So, but I appreciate everybody, and it was great to see Ray. So, I got to see Dom Rosso. Dave, I'm out. I'm out. I have zero desire for drama. I'm out. I just have no desire for drama, pal. If you can't respect that, I don't know what to tell you. I don't want to have to block you, but I have no desire for drama, pal. You know what I care about? Okay, working with great companies, getting paid to do something I love. That's it. I have zero room for drama. There's nothing like SHOT Show in Michigan, pal. I'm sorry to break it to you. There's nothing. The closest thing you're going to have coming up is NRA, pal. That's it. Yeah, Smitty, it was great to see you. I was going to get to that before I got derailed. It was great to see you. It was awesome. I really appreciated it. And, there's no doubt, Smitty, you're one of the great ones in the business. I loved seeing you walking around with the guys from, the Green Beret Foundation. Love seeing that. That's phenomenal. I got rid of Dave, guys. I can't do it. I can't do the drama. I can't do it. Yeah, Rob, it would have been good to have you. No offense to anyone, I can't do the drama. I just can't do it. Yeah. Don't think so. Was trying to get some checkpoints, meeting those who serve. Not sure what that means. 001. What do you mean by that? Fill me in. I hate drama. Yeah, I mean, guys, I'm going to be straight with you, especially with this podcast, with the lives, with everything. I don't care about the drama. I don't. Oh, Ray wants in. Let's see. One of my all-time favorites. Let's see if we can get him in. Working on it. Trying to connect. What's up, Deandra? Trying to connect with Ray. See if I can. I'm trying to get Ray in here. I don't know if he's in bad reception. He might be in bad reception if I know where he is. Yeah, if I have an idea where he is, I know his reception might be. Ray, I'll try one more time. I want to get a good connection with you. We'll see if we can get one. We get some input. There he is.
Can you hear me, sir?
I can hear you perfectly.
Sorry, I'm in Virginia. Just got back. I drove through New York last night. I heard you talking, and not about the date thing, but
No.
about drama and all that good stuff. Man, it was so cool seeing you and who's who. You actually came up and scared the shit out of me when I saw you. But it was good seeing you, man. I can only do it for a little bit. There's so much positive energy, though. I love all the great people that are there and all the good stuff that we're doing. It was so cool being the CEO of Quest Bar. I love the Quest bars.
Yeah, Bruce, great, isn't he? Yeah.
I call him Mr. Bruce. You know him a little better than me. Yeah, great dude. Got to get the picture with the OGs, the goats, you, 2-1 22 tactical.
Yeah.
It was just great seeing you. I was running around like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking time. Stuff done with the new range and all that good stuff. Appreciate all the hookups that you always do for me.
Oh, anything.
Keep you, man. I love what you're doing. Guys, make sure you're checking out his shit. I don't get paid for this. There's no plugs. He's doing great shit, and I love him. We're friends both on and off the IG, whatever that is, social media world. So that's what's cool is when you don't just do this shit for pay. That's why I like Johnny, Big John, if you will. You are bigger than I thought, too. I was pissed off. Everybody says, Cash, you thought you'd be taller. I'm 5'7", so fuck everybody.
It's funny. I get that all the time. People say to me, Ray, they're like, "Oh, I thought you were shorter," and then they meet me, And, you know, they're like, well, oh, he's every bit of, I'm about, 5'11", 240, 245 pounds. And then when people meet, yeah, they're like, oh shit, I didn't realize, but I get that a lot. And then, that's why I find it funny. I get, these little haters that pop up or whatever. And, it's not about that, but then they meet me in real life and I'm like, yeah, it's a tall drink of water, so.
Well, and it's, all the people we hang out with too. And, I'm not going to lie, I'm an alpha motherfucker. Whenever I'm like shaking hands with Tony or you or Goldberg or Two Lamb,
Yeah.
everybody's like grabbing everybody's forearms and waist. And
Yeah.
it's almost like we're like trying to, we're feeling each other out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
it's a lot of love, and it's great to see everybody, and it's all love, and that's why, especially this year, and I know you can agree with this. Going forward, I'm not dealing with the drama and the bullshit. Like, you're going to get blocked. I've changed my philosophy on the blocking. You're going to get blocked. You're going to get put in a corner. I'm done with it. I love...
I had a guy today, and I didn't know how to take it. I may have blocked him, but he was like, I watched you on the show, and I thought you were the biggest fucking turd in the world, and now I just realized that's who you are, and I was like, that's like, and I wrote him back before. I said, that's like me calling your mother a whore and having sex with her. And said,
Yeah, exactly.
and I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
And he made it public. I'm like, I've had questions, and I've gone to you. I don't write that shit on social media. I call you or I DM you and say, hey, man,
Yeah.
I heard this, or can you help me with this? Social media is not the air out your fucking dirty laundry. It's I think to provide a positive message like you're doing and everyone else. Not to sit here and say, you're a war hero or you're this or you're that or, hey, John, I thought you're the biggest fucking turd in the world till I met you. That is, even my wife was like, that's ballsy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I think...
I'm not going to keep you.
No, I think, Ray, it's a maturity thing. I think the industry has to mature. I think people around the industry have to mature. It has to get there. It's going to get there. People like you being in the business, Dom, certain folks, myself, Tony, it's all about positivity, man. I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm putting my foot down. 2019 is just going to be all about zero drama. And I'll tell everybody.
That's how it has to be, man.
That's it. The minute the drama...
That's my motto, not only here, but in life, I talk about conquer, trim, you have two obligations in life, believe in yourself and trim the fat.
Mm-hmm.
And if somebody is bringing you down, they are negative, they don't support you, and I even do the equation of life, time plus effort equals results. If they're not giving you the time and the effort to help you get the results, and it's not vice versa, man, I was with a bunch of companies as an ambassador. You look now, man, I trimmed the fucking fat, I mean, and some of the ambassadorships I'm doing, I'm not even making money. It's like, I'll use George Fox. George Fox, NFW watches, is giving me watches. But he believed in me when no one else did. Whenever everyone else said you're just an Irish Mick who isn't going to make anything, you're another fucking dude steal. I said, I'm not going to write a book. I'm not writing a book. I actually am going to write a book, but it's a motivational book. Nothing about, what I did in Navy SEALs. I was a SEAL. Big deal. I was no war hero. I don't pretend to be, I don't pretend to be this and that. I'm a SEAL who likes motivating people. That's it.
Well, you're still an Irish Mick to me. But I'm going to, I just want to say I love what you're doing right on with Brady. I love that partnership. I love where Brady's going. I've said it many times on the live, and I'm saying it on this podcast. I really love where companies are going. People ask all the time, why would you work with them? You should be working with this or that. I say it's where the company's going. I want to be you want to be with them from the beginning. So awesome stuff. I love seeing it. I love seeing you there. Hopefully, I don't know, you'll make it to NRA or I'll get to see it at NRA. I don't know. If you don't.
Yeah. I'm doing a bunch of career changes. We'll talk offline. We kind of mentioned that. I think I'm going to be home some more. So, yeah, I'm planning on doing that. Got the stuff going on down. We'd love to have you down in Texas doing some stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
We talked about that a little bit. So, but listen, I don't want to take your valuable time. I know you're doing a good thing. I'm going to let you go. Much love and respect as always. Thanks, guys, for the love. Dude, make sure you're checking out Big John. That's an order.
I appreciate it.
Out of here, brother.
Thanks, Ray.
All right. Boom. Out, sir.
So, in honor of Ray, we're going to give away a razor, Red Dot from Vortex. We're going to give this away. Let's see. Head over to Kenzie's and head over to Vortex. Let's see. Let's check some comments. Let's see. Let me check and see how Kenzie's is doing. We got some comments on there. Let's see how Vortex is doing. So head over to Kenzie's, head over to Vortex, leave a comment. Let's see what we got. Tell them I sent you. So head over to Kenzie's and head over to Vortex, leave some comments, and I'm going to give away one of these right now. I want to get rid of it. I want to pick a winner. So head over to Kenzie's Optics, head over to Vortex, and I'm going to give away one of those. John, I shot you live chat. I don't know what that is. If I don't know you, I'm probably not going to go live with you. No offense. 001 Project Pearl Harbor _ CA38. If I don't know you, I'm probably not going to go live with you. No offense. And it is, Frank, hard to keep up with that tempo. He is an awesome dude. We spend some time together. Ray and I have been friends for a while. I think it's safe to say Ray and I have been friends for a few years now. So we have a pretty good relationship. What's up, Knox? So we're going to give away one of these Vortex red dots. Head over to Kenzie's. Head over to Vortex. Tell them I sent you. Tag a friend. Let's give one away. Let's see what we got. I'm going to write on the box right now. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Guys, if you gotta leave reviews. You gotta leave reviews. And I'll pick a winner. I don't want to scare the American people. DeAndre, that's fine. Let's see. Yeah, tell them I sent you. Head over to Vortex. Vortex has very few comments. Please head over, leave some comments. I'm going to give you guys a minute. So head over to Vortex. Head over to Kenzie's. Tag them, leave some comments. And I'm going to give away that red dot. Guys, I'm giving away probably $500 in optics. So please go leave some comments. And maybe we'll give away a pistol. So invite people into the live. We're coming up on 52 minutes. I'm only going to be on about another 20. Then I want to give this stuff away. A lot of people ask me to reboot this podcast and reboot this. Oh, you like that hat? Frank, that's Taurus. I really like what they're doing over there. Loving what they're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and give this red dot away to someone. So maybe you guys a couple minutes to head over and leave comments, tag, tell them I sent you. Especially Kenzie's. Kenzie's been a supporter of everything that I've done from day one. Please head over there. You missed the beginning. We did a SHOT Show recap. I just had Ray Cashcare on. I had BB on from Tack Taylor. You're welcome to come on the live and tell me what you thought of SHOT Show. You're welcome to come on. Let's see if we can get her on. Get your thoughts on SHOT Show 2019, what it looked like to you. Just doing a little recap on it. I gave kind of my 5 things. What I meant by checkpoints is when I do each trip, it's to memorials in honor of those who serve. Or meeting up with vets who serve. My grandfather was a Pearl Harbor survivor. Blah, blah, blah. I'm a little confused. Let's see if we can get Amanda. Daryl, what impressed me the most? I wouldn't say impressed, but it was a down year. I would say that struck me. There she is. Hey. So I'm doing a little SHOT Show recap, and I'm just recording it out and sending it out as part of the live here, and I'm giving away a bunch of Vortex stuff, but I want to get your take on what you thought about SHOT and what your takeaway was. We already highlighted that it was. What you missed was it was a down year for sure. Quiet. I thought huge difference between the booths downstairs and upstairs. I felt like downstairs was more like a party at each booth, not necessarily like focused, just more getting eyes on the booths. I felt like upstairs was a lot more focused, people having meetings, which I like to see. But all in all, I thought definitely a quiet down year, very subdued SHOT Show. What did you think?
Yeah, so I think from last year to this year, there were some significant differences, and I think you get everywhere are the companies that when you walk by, you see the people behind, the table at the booth, and they're just sitting there on their phone and not engaging with people. And I know it's so hard to be innovative and creative and figure out like how to draw people to your booth. But if you're a company and you're trying to make a difference or, run a business in this industry, you're not going to do it by sitting behind your booth at a table with your head down, sitting at your phone. And I feel like I saw a lot of that this year. And I don't know if it's just the companies that are sending the representatives to the SHOT Show. But I feel like I saw that a lot.
I think a lot of companies, Amanda, go into it without a plan. I think it's safe to say that a lot of them, and that's the conversations I have with a lot of them. They go and they don't have a plan. What's up, Rob? They don't have a focused agenda. Like, I want to improve my company. I want to have meetings with my vendors. I want to get better. I want to have structure. I want to have, instead of just throwing a big party at the booth. I think that's one of the mistakes people make. I think that it's called just having a focused show and getting the most out of it. You see some of the booths, it's just one big party, and that doesn't equate to sales, or that doesn't equate to growing the business or the market share. So the booths that really get it right, I feel, are doing things to improve their business. I mean, there was a distinct difference between one of the meetings I had with one booth upstairs and one of the ones I had downstairs, and just the approach and just how they handled themselves and how they conducted themselves. Yes, Rob Pincus, absolutely right. Just being at SHOT Show isn't enough. Just being there and just setting up a booth and throwing a big party at your booth, that's not what it's about. That's not what it should be about. If you're not having 4 to 6 meetings a day as a brand, you're probably not doing enough. So, that's kind of, I noticed it more this year than any year in the past in my 8 years of going between downstairs and upstairs. Huge difference. I saw the disparity in just how they conduct themselves, because most of my meetings this year were upstairs, and the few that I had downstairs, it was just a whole different way of doing business. And I think everybody should go spend a little time at the Vortex booth or at the SIG booth. People wonder why SIG's hour is what it is. When you go up there, you have to check in, and everything is meetings and structure. So from a business standpoint, the one thing I would give every company is create structure and actually have goals at SHOT Show, as opposed to, hey, I'm just going to throw a big party and have a bunch of people around.
For sure. I mean, and even if you're a business that's not on the main floor yet, right? That's what everyone's striving to be. Like, that's where you should be working every single day to be. And even if you're in your first year as a business and you're like, okay, one day I want to be there. What are you doing today to get there?
To get there.
You can't go to SHOT Show and be like, oh, I'm on the bottom floor, so I don't need to do this.
Fuck it.
Or I don't
Right.
need to do that. If you're on the bottom floor, or if you're in the hall, because some people didn't even make it inside an actual room, you should be operating as if you're on the main floor. You should be having that structure, those meetings, people out there talking to people, getting your products out there, just as if you were Sig Sauer or Glock or Sapphire or any of these businesses.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And I think people bring up points. They talk about the cry party versus, Rad's just brought up the cry party versus SIG party. I mean, a Glock party. It's not so much, I think it's just more how you conduct yourself and how you set your day up for success. I know as a marketing person and as a CEO and as a guy who has been in this business and had probably every title, I would impart upon all the companies is, what did you do at SHOT Show that improved your company? And I would go into it, with the thought process, and I would want my entire team to have this thought process. How did we get better? How did we get better? How do we get better as a company? Did we sign dealers? Did we sign distributors? Did we find ways to get products on our rifle that make them less expensive? Creating structure around your day. Did we meet with influencers? And I agree, the whole influencer thing is down, but there's always going to be influencers in every business. That's always going to exist. I know it's going to kick me off this live. I'm going to have to go live again, guys, and I'm going to give away a razor, a Vortex razor. I'm giving away a bunch of stuff today because I want to get rid of it. But it's going to kick me off in about a minute and a half. But before it does, Amanda, what was the one thing you saw that really kind of you were impressed by?
That's a good question. I would say, I think it was covered, right, that we had a lot of people come. But from my side, I was in and out a lot. The meetings that were going on, I And the people that were there about business this year were there about business. I think a lot of really big things are going to happen for 2019 for the people who did go to SHOT Show, those businesses who are all about being organized and making things happen. I'm really excited to see what's going to happen.
Structure, huge difference. I mean, you can see it in some companies and how they behave. It was just kind of like, we're just going to try to make as much noise as we can, and that'll equate sales, and it doesn't. But yeah, the structure. It's going to kick me off this live. I'm going to go live again. I'm going to give away a Vortex razor. So to any Amanda's followers that came in here, I'm going to give this away. Head over to Vortex and Kenzie's and comment, and I'm going to give away one of those razor red dots right when I come back on the live. But thank you for coming on. I know we got a chance to spend some time together, and I'll talk to you soon.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for having me.
Bye-bye. I'm going to come right back. So get ready. We're going to give away this razor red dot. All right. Let me write this up. I'm going to write this up, guys. Give me a second. And we'll give it away. Boom already won a red dot. We're going to give away these. You're not having a seizure. All right, here we go. Let me take a look and see who commented. Yeah, Brian, I missed you too. We got to catch up. So let's see who commented and tagged. We're going to get some of this done. Give some of this stuff away. Awesome stuff. See some comments on Vortex. Good. Let's check out Kenzie's. Awesome. Good stuff. Tell you what we're going to do. He's everywhere. He comments all the time. He deserves it. Frank Smith. I'm writing it down. Frank, send me your address. Frank Smith wins the red dot. Awesome. I'm going to check out and see how the podcast is going. And we're going to wrap up and we'll give away a pistol. Appreciate it. Frank Smith. He comments on everything, guys. He's everywhere. You deserve it, Frank. Send me the DM. Give me a couple days. I'll get it out. I got another red dot here. We're going to give away. So, maybe we should give away a pistol. What do you guys think? You want a pistol? How about a pistol? Why don't we do a pistol? Let's see. Want to do a pistol, guys? Who wants a handgun? What do you think? You want a revolver from Taurus, or do you want a pistol from Taurus? What do you guys want? Let's see. I like their revolvers a lot personally, but revolvers are making a comeback. What do you think, Rads? Rads, you have an opinion on everything. What do you think? I mean, I have one of their revolvers. I like their revolvers. Winner's choice. Pistol, winner's choice. Depends on what it is. So no revolver here, brass and bullets. I like revolvers, though. I feel like they're making a comeback. Wheel guns still valid today. Wheel guns are still valid. For sure. Pistol. Let's get one more opinion. Dealer's choice. Snub nose. Oh yeah, snub nose all day, Rads. I'm a snub 38 special. All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll do a revolver. Head over to Taurus. Tell them I sent you. Head over to Taurus. Tell them I sent you. Head over to the John Bartolo Show podcast. Leave a 5-star review. Head over to my YouTube. Like and subscribe. And we'll give away a revolver. But I need you to invite people into the live. And when it hits 20 people, I'll give it away. When it hits 20 people, I'll give it away. And I'm going to wrap up with a couple more notes on things I'll be working on and SHOT Show. And we'll give the revolver away. So we'll do that. We got a deal. I like revolvers. I think revolvers are making a huge comeback. I think, nothing beats a little 38 special. I think they're phenomenal. So head over to leave a 5-star review. I'm going to be beefing up the podcast stuff a little bit and getting that stuff rolling. And I'm going to be doing a lot of these giveaways coming up. I'm looking forward to it. I need everybody to like, subscribe, tap hearts, send people into the live. Head over to Taurus. Tell them I sent you. Comment, tag. And we'll give it away. We already had BB from Grey Ghost and Tack Taylor on. We had former SEAL Ray Cashcare on. We had Amanda Rose, marketing consultant, on with her take from SHOT Show. So it's already been an action-packed hour. Can't thank those guys enough. Had an awesome time spending time with a lot of folks. I actually spent some time with the Daniel Defense guys, too, the last day. If anybody saw and followed in my stories, there was even a little casino victory, too, in there. Had an awesome time visiting them. So tap hearts, like and subscribe. Head over and leave a 5-star review on the John Bartolo Show. Head over to Taurus and tell them I sent you. And we'll see how that's doing, and we're going to give the revolver away. Those grips are badass. Subscribing now. Nice to have you back, John. Even if you give nothing away, it would still fall. Cyber Free Rose is still huge. Yeah. It's funny because that caused such like a rift, whatever. Total on the victory was about $1,000. Armor up. It was a little over $1,000, but there was a bunch of us contributing money into that slot machine, so we kind of divvied the cash up a little bit. So it wasn't like it looked, but it was what it looked like. But it just we kind of shared in the victory. So myself and some of the breakthrough guys were there, and we were all hanging out. whooping it up. Really a good time. So I want to give this revolver away. We're about an hour and 10 minutes in. Probably going to go another 10 minutes or so. SHOT Show AIDS. It's about being positive. People turn it into a shit show. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Knox. I'm just drama free. I think everybody wants their peace. And if you followed my journey, it's like, God, like, can't anybody come up with an original idea and just have the original idea be their own? Like, give me a fucking break with that shit. But, like, I don't get it. Yeah, it's good stuff, Amarup. Awesome. Awesome stuff. So I'm proud to have Kenzie's supporting Kenzie's Optics, supporting the podcast. Kenzie's Optics has always been a long-time supporter. Great stuff. I'm proud to have Vortex always be a supporter of the show and the things that I do in Taurus. I can't thank them enough. Awesome to have them supporting the cause. New paint, yeah. With new paint. Absolutely. And Rads, it was good. It was good running into you. It's always nice to see guys from the same neighborhood. But I think if you haven't checked out Rad's Arms review of SHOT Show, his most recent one, what a review. That thing was spot on. So I know everybody's running in and out of here to go comment. Head over to Taurus, comment, tell them I sent you. We're going to give a revolver away. So head over to Taurus USA. Leave a comment. I'm going to give one of these away. Let's see how we're doing. Tell them I sent you. And we're going to definitely give this away. So let's see how it's doing. Yeah, I mean, definitely. Okay. People give me their addresses. Daryl, I'll see you. Yeah, it was a quiet year for shit talking, I guess. I mean, I don't pay much attention to it anyway. Definitely don't pay a lot of attention to the poop. I don't get involved. Boom, you know me. I don't get involved with it. I don't fight my fights on the internet. It's not where I go. It's not my thing. I'm at the show, and you can find me there. And for those of you that have met me, it's like Ray said it the best. I'm a little bigger in person than you think. So, I'm not hard to find. I'm not hard to find on the floor. So, by all means, feel free to find me if you have any issue. So, what's up, Barbell? Barbell Bacon. So, we're going to give away this revolver. Head over to Taurus. Leave a 5-star review on my podcast. I would appreciate it. Appreciate everybody that takes the time to do this, and let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. Let's see. Let's see how Taurus is doing. Okay. Let's take a look. Anyone else want to chime in about SHOT Show? Anything else before we wrap up and give this revolver away? What I may do is announce the winner to the revolver tonight. If anyone else has any points about SHOT Show or anything else in between, I'll wrap this live up shortly. I want to thank everybody who came in. Where's the best place to shoot at? Wherever you can shoot, I guess, right? If you have a clean target. High Point killed it. Rads, we gotta agree to disagree. They didn't kill it. I know you're being sarcastic, but everybody bags on the High Point product. They're trying. They're trying. So the Rads, the pistol I like, I don't care. I'll say it. The pistol I like that I think is interesting is the Canik. The Canik's very interesting. I think those Turkish guys, what they're doing with Palmer and what they're doing is pretty exciting. If you haven't checked out the Canik pistol, it is impressive. There's no doubt. And they are moving units. Glad to be back, brother. Yeah, Frank, it's going to be a regular thing. I'm going to do my best to reboot this and get a lot of episodes up. It's going to be a lot of work. So head over to YouTube, like and subscribe. Head over to iTunes and do me a favor and leave a 5-star review. I would appreciate it if you could. And do me an even better, I have an old Grolty Cocker gun. Do me a favor, head over to Taurus and tell them I sent you. And we're going to give a revolver away. We've already given away a Razor Red Dot. We've already given a Spark AR away today. We're going to give away a whole bunch of stuff on all of these first episodes to get the awareness out there and let you guys know we're back. So I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody's input. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. I hope everybody has a great 2019. And I am going to go on record and say 2019 is just going to be about no drama. If people come into the live or people act stupid or anything like that, I just don't want any part of it. If you have drama with somebody else or beef with somebody else, leave it out of here. I don't have time for it. Otherwise, I'm going to put a story up to tell people to head over to Taurus and let them know I sent you. And we're going to pick a winner for that Taurus revolver for sure. I hope everybody had a great SHOT Show that made it. If you didn't make it, you didn't miss much. If anyone has any other questions, comments, now's the time. We're going to wrap up in about 4 minutes, so feel free to yell out. As far as where I'll be next and what's going on, I will probably be, more than likely, I haven't ironed out all the details. I'm close. I will be at the Arnold Classic. That's coming up the end of February. I will be at NRA. I will be at a couple of fitness shows this year, bouncing around a little bit, so I hope everybody has an awesome spring as spring kind of approaches. Pay attention, please like, subscribe, turn on all your notifications, and make sure that you get these episodes when you see them. What's up, 221B? I got to call you. You're going to be good for a call in a minute? We just had BB on. We had Ray Cashcare. Maybe I can get 221B on for his take on SHOT Show. We had Ray Cashcare, we had BB on, and we had Amanda Rose on today. So an action-packed show. Everybody kind of popped on with their 2 cents. I hope that everybody's able to kind of dig out of the SHOT Show flu that had it, but it is what it is. I don't know what that emoji is. A plane? You're on the plane. He's on the plane, everybody. So he's on the plane. So we can't get him on. Maybe tonight we'll give away a revolver. So, what's up, Braden? Geez, sure, one NRA and I won't be in years and you'll be at it. I'm at all of them, Knox, so I'm at all of them. You just landed, so when you get back to the room and you get settled in, we'll connect. But hopefully everybody's good. I'm looking forward to giving away the revolver. Here's how it's going to go, because everybody always says, who won, who won, who won? I'm going to put a story up to head over to Taurus USA. Tell them I sent you. And we're going to give the revolver away. Maybe I'll do a quick live later tonight to give it away. We'll see if I have time. But either way, we're going to give away a Taurus revolver. I appreciate everybody. This was just more of an awareness and a little bit of a SHOT Show recap to let everybody know my thoughts on SHOT Show, how it went. Send everybody over to the John Bartolo Show on iTunes to leave a 5-star review. And I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to kind of rebooting this a little bit and getting you guys back. Just a couple's fine, if I know you're there. Great to see you, too. I don't know you, but great to see you. So hopefully everybody's good. I wish everybody well. I'm going to sign off and head over to Taurus USA. Tell them I sent you. Hey, thanks, Travis. I appreciate it. And I'm going to give away this revolver tonight. I want a special thanks to Kenzie's Optics. Special thanks to Taurus. Special thanks to Vortex. I can't thank them enough. If you haven't shopped for optics at Kenzie's, head over to Kenzie's Optics and make sure you give them a look. They do a fantastic job. They have great line of SKUs. So check them out. If anyone has any questions about SHOT Show, my SHOT Show Part 2 episode, I'll get recorded up this week and we'll get it over to iTunes. I wish everybody well. Hopefully everyone has a great weekend. Watch my stories and we'll give away that revolver. I wish everybody well. Maybe we'll give away a bag too from from Grey Ghost. So talk to you guys soon. Hopefully everyone has a great remainder of their Sunday, and go ahead and watch the Pro Bowl.